Now there's something about drum recordings in the 60s, that dead, warm drum sound that a ton of people go after. And they might go after this in a few different ways, but to get as close to that sound as you can, you need to use T-Towels. Really small towels that are put on the drums to mute them and make them sound a little bit more direct and warm. However, if you've ever done this, then you are fighting with those towels falling off the drum, figuring out ways to clip them onto the drum and make sure that they stay there, or they're so large they're just covering the entire thing and just killing the drum altogether. Well, Tandem, the same company that came out with these funny things known as drops, they came up with a solution known as the T-Towel, which is exactly what it is. It's a T-Towel that uses the similar technology to their drops to make sure that these never come off the drums as you're playing. For those of you who might be unfamiliar or new to the channel, hi, welcome. My name is Costa, and I am a drummer from Philly, PA. And although my students are going to disagree with what I'm about to say, because I'm always telling them to take their cell phones off of their drum to mute it, because they do that before they even play the drum to see what it sounds like, drummers always need an option to mute the drum and change the sound of it depending on the gig that they are playing. And there are a bunch of ways to do this, including tape, moon gels, and a bunch of other accessories that you can put on top of the drum. Now, at the time of making this video, Tandem has two different size T-Towels, a 12-inch and a 16-inch. And for their pre-sale with the T-Towels, I bought the studio pack. So I now have two 16-inch T-Towels along with a 12-inch T-Towel. And it came with this cool carrying case, so I can put all the T-Towels in there, along with all of the drops that I purchased and you saw in an earlier Snare Saturday video, along with any other accessories I might need on the go. Makes it a whole lot easier to carry. So let's go ahead and open up one of these T-Towels for the first time so you can see what we are dealing with. Go ahead and remove that there. So the T-Towel itself is made of almost a neoprene microfiber-esque type material, and it has that connector that you can put on any of the tension rods on your drum. That way you know it will stay in place and not fall off the drum as you are playing. The best part about this is that you can use these on more than just snare drums, but since this is a Snare Saturday video, we're gonna play them on a bunch of different snare drums. The first snare drum is a steam bent solid Claro Walnut from MCD. It is a 6.5 by 14 shell. It has triple flange hoops on the top and the bottom, a Remo P77 coated head on the top, and an Ambassador snare side head on the bottom. Moving on to the next modern snare drum, it is a Ludwig Copperphonic 5 by 14 shell. Once again, outfitted with triple flange hoops on the top and the bottom. The stock Ludwig branded Remo heads from the factory, and I'm pretty sure it's a coated Ambassador on the top and an Ambassador snare side on the bottom. Moving on to the now oldest snare drum out of these three, it is a Ludwig Rocker steel. Again, a 5 by 14 shell equipped with triple flange hoops, a Remo Ambassador X-coated head on the top, and an Ambassador snare side head on the bottom. Now this drum does have an internal puck dampener, however I will leave it disengaged throughout the entire video. So let's go ahead and hear what these Tandem T-Towels do to all of these drums. So enough of me talking, let's dive in. I'd love to know what you think of the Tandem T-Towels and which one was your favorite combination. Let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you have any other additional questions on the Tandem T-Towels, any of the snare drums in this video, the gear that I am playing, or anything else, feel free to leave all of that in the comment section as well, and I will try my best to answer them. If you would like to get a set of Tandem T-Towels for yourself, I've put a link in the description below. That way you can order yourself a set as soon as they become available. Now, if you would like to check out the earlier Snare Saturday videos where I showcase each one of the drums that were featured in this video through a broader tuning range, I've put links to all of those videos in the description below. And if you would like to see what this entire Snare Saturday series is all about, I've put a link to the playlist in the description below. I'll also have it come up right here to make it a little bit easier for you. Finally, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up. That not only makes it easier for others to find it, it's a free and easy way to support the channel. And that is it. Thank you so much for checking out this video on the new Tandem T-Towels. And until next time, see you later.